Hello, everybody. Um, as we are aware, to um, actually no, I don't think you know. You might not know. I shouldn't. So, in the past, I usually do a Phoenix Fan Fusion Hall, which is our local Comic Con here in Arizona. There are a couple of other cons, usually up in Phoenix. There is one in Tucson. Um, I unfortunately don't have as much to show, so I thought I'd talk about my experience going to the con in a post COVID world. In the past, in the convention center, that's where they hold the con, they utilized all the floors usually, or at least a big chunk of the floors. All the celebrities were like upstairs on the same level that they would do the panels. So the signings, the photo ops, were upstairs, and the cosplay groups were also upstairs on like the third-ish level, I would say. This year, the panels were upstairs in their normal spot, but the celebrities, the vendors, the artists, the authors, the cosplay groups were all downstairs like it used to be. It was so crowded down there. I kind of felt very overwhelmed and a little overstimulated because there was a lot going on. Normally, I don't feel that way, but I really was during that con. I was just like, I'm not used to this. We did do like a kind of like a small mini toy con or little toy, I guess a con would be right. Here, um, one of the little comic book stores put it on because there was no Comic Cons going on, and so they kind of put something really small together, and they regulated a lot of the um, things. I guess I don't know where I'm going. A lot of people, everybody was wearing masks. There was a lot of people like keeping their distance from each other. If and they weren't like overbooking the room. They kind of didn't make. They made sure that there was space for people to walk around. At this time, I saw a lot of people, like individuals with disabilities, having a difficult time getting around because it was so packed. I was like, this is not accessible, guys. This person using this walker is having a hard time getting around. And I couldn't move around to go and help her. And yeah, her, or, well, help them, I should say. And it was really disappointing because in the past you were able to move around in the convention. Excuse me. Let me take a drink. Hopefully, next year they're having it in June versus May. Maybe next year they'll have the space again. Maybe it's just a thing because of COVID and all the craziness that went by with planning the convention because they went through so many dates and all the things. So maybe the convention center's like, you keep changing it on us, this is what you get, type of thing. Other than that, I mean, it wasn't as fun as in the past. I only went for one day. Um, Normally there was like a couple. I didn't get to meet Patrick Warburton, or Jodie Benson, or Jim Cummings. And I talked to Katie Griffin, who was the voice of Mars in the 90s dub, or Sailor Mars, excuse me, in the 90s dub. But I didn't have enough money in order to pay. I think I had enough money to get a selfie with her, but I was like worried. I was getting hungry. I was starting to feel kind of dizzy, because I hadn't eaten anything since before the con because we stopped at McDonald's and I got a little muffin, not an egg, like the blueberry muffins that they're selling now. And I drank like this much of my iced coffee because it was disgusting. Whoever made it did not do a good job. I've gotten pretty good coffees at McDonald's in the past. Ironically, when I wait, but yeah, like last. Anyways, yes, I've gotten good coffees in the past. I don't know where I was going with it. Um, so I don't know. It was. I think it would have been more fun if, I had probably had more money, to do things. Maybe if I had spaced out throughout the day a little bit better. because I went from one signing to the next signing to the next signing. There wasn't as many photo op opportunities to like, because they did selfies at the table, which is cool because they're cheaper than the photo op. But sometimes I personally like the photo ops as well because it's a nice photo to keep. They give you the actual photo, whereas the selfie you have to take it on the phone, on your phone. And yeah, I have it on my phone, but I like having like the actual copy. Although I might go and print my selfies from the past. I think there's a website where you can do that now. You used to go to like Target or Walgreens or something and print photos, but I don't think they do that anymore, as far as I know. I'm just drinking water, guys. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I did get a couple of things. I did get 3 autographs, I should mention, and then I got 3 selfies. So I did John Barrowman again. So I have my Captain Jack Pop signed. Let me go get them. All right. There was authors there. The only author I met was Marissa Meyer, who wrote the Lunar Chronicles, which was like Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, Winter, that series. I got the complete series signed. I was so excited. I might post them on my Instagram to show you guys. I've already put the books away. I also put a picture by Brianna Garcia. She's on Instagram. She's an artist. I love her artwork. She also has a YouTube channel. I think it's called Brianna Cherry Garcia, and she does videos at like Disneyland with the characters. She doesn't update anymore on the YouTube channel. I don't know if she does it. I didn't get to ask her. I think she was pretty busy because she had commissions. She opened it up to people to pay her to make a specific artwork that they wanted. So she was kind of busy, and so I didn't want to bother her too much. I think if I maybe politely asked her, like, just quickly, she might have answered, but I think she was just, I could tell that wasn't the appropriate time. I just didn't come at the right time to get the picture from her. I got a Rapunzel and Eugene drawing she did. It was like this big. It's a little one because it was $5, and I happened to have $5 still on me to get the picture. That was one of the things I really did want to get. But here is the Captain Jack autographed Funko. Unfortunately, I didn't bring like a protective case with me, so I think some of my boxes got a little banged up on the way. It is what it is. I did carry a backpack around with a purse. So I carried a big backpack and this purse right here. It's an Ita bag. So it's this Ahsoka purse by Pinderland Productions. And I have my pins in here. This is a pin I just got at the convention. It's from Mama Whale Pins. And it's Padme. This is Mara Jade. These are Battle Droids and Jania Solo. All 3 of these are from Punch It Chewy pins. This Ahsoka is from Pinderland Production. The Ayla Secura, Jin and Cassian, and the little Grogu, sorry, are official pins, like official pins done by Disney. So what you do is you open this front pouch and you take out a little thing, you can stick your pins on it. And then I have this Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon keychain from, I think her name is Evilly Pens. And Pinderland also did an Ahsoka keychain. So this bag held a lot. Like, see how wide it opens? Like, I didn't even unzip it all the way. Yep, see? So I had a lot in here, but I carried the big backpack around with my, like, 6 books, 3 Funko Pops, and a bottle of water because they weren't allowing outside food. See, that's usually how I did in the past. I brought outside food in, and I just would eat when I was waiting in line. This year I couldn't do that. They decided no outside food, which was stupid. But anyways, so yeah, I got this sign because I was going to do it last time he came, but I forgot it, and so I had a art prints of Doctor Who that happened to have Donna on it, and Catherine Tate was there that same year. So I thought I'd just have both of them sign it. Catherine Tate thought it was hilarious because the way they drew David Tennant, and I think she even took a picture of it to send to David Tennant, which was funny. I'm gonna have to get David Tennant now to sign it, as well as I think there's a picture of Rose on it too, or Rose is drawn on it, and Martha. So those are 3 actors I need to get signed on that art print, which would be a lot of fun. I did meet Christina V, who does a lot of anime voice work, as well as, I think she just does voice work outside of anime too. But I got her to sign my Sailor Mars Funko Pop. She is the 3rd voice. So Katie Griffith did it in the 90s and early 2000s, you know, when there was a lot of heavy censorship back in the day. And I think there was like a handful of episodes she didn't voice Mars. I can't remember who voiced Mars when she wasn't there, but she pretty much did it for most of the time. I think it was like maybe 6 episodes she wasn't the voice of Mars for whatever reason. And it was kind of random. It was like in the middle of the show, randomly, like before, because that actress ended up voicing Sailor Venus too. But anyways, Christina V does it. She's in the redub of the 90s version of Sailor Moon that Viz Media did, and she's also Sailor Mars in Sailor Moon Crystal and Sailor Moon Eternal. So I got her to sign this. I do have Tuxedo Mask, Sailor Neptune, and Sailor Chibi Moon signed by the Viz actors as well. I'm hoping, I do have Sailor Uranus and Pluto, and Saturn, so hopefully I can get those actresses. I think Veronica Taylor, who does Pluto, and Erica Mendez, they do a lot of conventions, they just weren't at this one. But speaking of the 90s, early 2000s Sailor Moon, so she is the 3rd person to voice Sailor Moon. So she did it in the 3rd and 4th season, so that's the Super and Supers arc. So that's with the, like, Deathbusters and the Dead Moon Circus characters. And that is Linda Ballantyne. So she was Sailor Moon. I had to pick, since I bought this before, you had to pay cash to do theirs on site, whereas you can order hers online. So I had already ordered hers online, and I only had enough cash to get the art print and the 2 other items and this signed and a selfie with her, because it was like $45 to do this and the selfie. And look, it did get a little crinkled right here, but that's okay. It is personalized, so no one's gonna buy it now anyways. But she signed it, so she put Linda Ballantyne, and on the side, look what she drew. It's a moon, a heart, XO. It's really cute. I love it. So she was the 3rd voice actress to do it. Like I said, I can't remember Tracy, I think it was Tracy something, maybe I'm remembering her name wrong, that was the 2nd voice, and then some lady, I can't remember their names, a lot of them. I remember these 2 and Susan Roman because they do a lot of conventions, and I see them in a lot of videos on YouTube that people film of their panels, so that's a big reason why I remember. Let me show you what else I got. I was so tempted to not get these things and go back and at least get the selfie with Katie, but then I saw this. This was the first thing I bought, and I kind of caved. This is by Scotty Dog Pins, and it's a really pretty Padme pen. This was the very last one. They even had it on the board that they were displaying it on, and it's super pretty. She's not going to fit in the Ita bag, so I'm going to have to put her on my Padme board. I did get a pin board just for Padme. I had to take off my Marvel figures off my wall, so that's where she's gonna go. Or the pin board is gonna go. We'll see. Let me wrap her up again. See, I didn't get that much at this convention. Yeah, if you want to see my selfies, you have to go on my Instagram. I only got to go to his panel. Everything was kind of, like I said, I got kind of squished together, you know, because I was doing everything in one day. And, you know, you have to wait in line because depending on how far back you are in the line. His line went by fast. Hers was kind of slow. Hers was really fast because there wasn't that many people in it. And Katie, there was no one in Katie's line. And I just walked up. It's like, can I just say hi to her? Super sweet. I was so bummed that I didn't get to take the selfie and the autograph. I really did try to like scrounge around more money for the convention. Unfortunately, yeah, I have like a box and 2 bags full of clothes, and I tried to sell it, and all they took was one pair of shorts, and they gave me $2 for it. And then I took like a bunch of books that I didn't want to get rid of because I hadn't read them yet. But I was like, you know what, I can maybe get them later or something. I hate having to do that. But I personally didn't plan very well for this convention. It was sort of like a last minute, I'm gonna do it type of thing. I even like was last minute buying things for my cosplay. I went as 50s Wanda, so I bought the hair curlers, which it didn't work. My hair went and didn't curl at all. I don't know what I need to do to get them to curl really nice. Yes, like here's my hair right now. It is pretty long, and I think I was rewatching the hair video that I was using. That was showing me how to do her hair in that episode. Excuse me. And she was talking about how you really do need like more of a shorter hairstyle. I'm not gonna cut my hair just for a cosplay for like one day to do it. You know what I mean? I like my hair long. That's how I prefer it. I might just end up having to buy a wig, which I didn't want to do as well, just because I don't have the space to have wigs and things and all this stuff too. I'm hoping to redo my room again. My dad suggested that just getting rid of my desk because I don't use it and putting in a bigger bookshelf. So I'm gonna have to take all this stuff off the shelves. I'm hoping to get another bigger shelf to replace a different shelf I have, because I think having something bigger, like a little taller, I can fit more things on, and maybe then I can actually have more room to have a couple more cosplays in the closet, at least. Kind of really make the closet more for clothes. Right now, there's clothes in there. You'd be surprised how many clothes I still have left over after going through the closet and drawers and purging stuff. I actually think there's a couple more pieces I need to put in these boxes and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, it was pretty fun. It was okay. I was honestly kind of jealous of the people at Star Wars Celebration because it looked way more fun. It looked like Disney and Lucasfilm really did a good job of making sure people were safe over there, and that it didn't look super crowded to me in people's photos. It looked like there was a lot of room to do stuff, you know. And I mean, unfortunately, I don't have any Star Wars cosplay, so I would have just been wearing my regular clothes, I guess. Unfortunately, I have a Darth Vader dress that her universe did. Like those little ones. I guess I could have worn that. But other than that, I didn't have anything. Unfortunately, I think the next one's in London, which would be fun to do. It's just in April, and there's no school breaks in April, so I don't think I can go to that one. I mean, I know like my coworkers personally would be like, yeah, sure, Sarah, you can go. Don't worry, we'll cover you type of thing. But I'd feel guilty leaving the kids. It's hard. It really is hard for me to take time off from work because I feel guilty leaving those kids without, that support. If you don't know, I work with children with disabilities in a middle school. It's a self-contained class. I was the TA. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm the teacher, I think. No one's messaged me though, emailed me back about my certification. I just got it in. yeah, I don't know. Don't know what's going on. We'll see. I'll let you know in a video. But that's it for the Phoenix Fan Fusion. Hopefully next year is better. Yes, I'll go next year. It's in June. I haven't decided yet what I am doing next summer anyways. I would like to be able to travel more. Hey, if I have to be the teacher and I'm being paid more, might as well, right? I have been feeling like, I want to say a different word, but a poo, I'd say, right? You can put in your own word if you want. I've been just, it's been awful. My health, I don't know what I need to do to make it better. It's been difficult because, like, food wise, we're kind of struggling. I was surprised I was able to even go to the convention, to be honest. Like, we just kind of noticed that they're gonna shut off our water. You're probably thinking, well, why? I mean, we went because we spent the money, right? I spent the money going to. They're not gonna refund it anyways. So, to be fair, I think we have a mail problem because I lost a check with like money, like 300 and something odd dollars. I haven't heard back from my university about that. It was a grant. Um, yeah, I haven't heard anything back. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My life is a mess. But I did enjoy the con for a slightly bit. But yeah, so anyways, I hope to travel more. I think I just gotta go really, like, yell at my doctor and be like, I'm tired of this feeling. So I'm gonna have to make a day to go to the doctor and yell at her. I do have an appointment, but it's not until December. So, but I'm gonna make it earlier. I'm gonna try and go in maybe, I was gonna say August, but I might just go sometime this month or maybe next month, depending on the schedule. I can make it through. I've been doing it for years. I'm not entirely a fan of this particular doctor, or she's actually a nurse practitioner. The one I had before was a lot nicer, and I feel like I could genuinely talk to her. This one, the first thing she told me I should do was to lose weight. And I'm over here like, that's all fine and dandy, but let me tell you, girl, like, the minute I was in 3rd grade, that's when I used to be, like, a little skinny girl when I was little, up until 3rd grade. 3rd grade, I just went, plunged down in 3rd grade. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I think it's genetics because I know, like, my mother has had difficulty losing weight. She was a little chubby girl when she was little. She did lose weight, I think, in high school and was, like, skinny into college, but then guess what? Me, I showed up. She got, pregnant, and then bam. And she just, I think she hasn't lost the weight since. My grandfather was skinny, and then I know, like, a lot of people are going to say the medication did it. Who knows? Maybe, I was looking at pictures of my great-grandmother. She was also a little bit bigger. So I think it runs in the family, unfortunately. And some of us got that gene and some of us didn't. It sucks. Like, my uncle was kind of skinny. Now he's got a little belly. 2 of my uncles do. And the only reason I think my one uncle doesn't is because maybe he just didn't get that gene. I don't know. And it's not like that we don't eat healthy. We try to eat healthy. And I would play in PE with the kids. Like, if they're walking the track, I walk the track with them. It's not that I spent most of my time sitting on my butt. I do on the weekend, just because I'm kind of, you get tired out. I love my kiddos, I do, but they can be exhausting. Like, personally speaking, they can be. And, it happens. I personally don't want to get burned out. it is a big possibility working with individuals with special needs. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I just remembered something. I wanted to talk about my cosplay. I was talking about, I said I did 50s Wanda and how my hair didn't work out. Well, not only that, I was putting my makeup on it and it went right off my face onto like my dress. It stained my dress. And then I was noticing, I was looking at pictures again. I didn't have an entirely accurate dress. The buttons were wrong. I didn't have like the trim around here. Also, kind of wish I did the apron to go over the dress. I think that would have really tightened the look more. I had the wrong shoes. My tights were too tight, which was interesting because when I was reading the package, on the back it explains like how to pick your size. And I was like, okay. I looked at the numbers and was like, this is me, this is me. And it was tight on me. Like, I mean, yeah, they're tights, but it was like digging into my stomach. I'm like, okay, I definitely need a bigger size next time. That seems to be an issue with some of the tights. I usually get the like knee-high tights since the dress is always so long. So I might possibly just do that again with this one, because the 50s dress actually goes probably lower than on me because I'm so short. I'm like, I think I'm probably shorter than Elizabeth Olsen, so it goes longer on me than it does on her. So you're not going to see a lot of the tights anyways on me, so it works out. I do need also another, I don't know what that thing is called. You stick it under the skirts to make it poofy. I just need a new one. It again it didn't fit very well. I had it from my Rose Tyler cosplay. Luckily I just need one that fits better and I can use it for both cosplays instead of having two. No point, right? Having two. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'll improve on that. What I might do is might find a way to color the buttons the right color, and then I can add the trim myself. It's like just a little line of black trim, and I can do that. Or find a way to do that. I'll have to like maybe look up a tutorial or something on how to do that. What else? And then make the apron. I've sewn before. I've sewn a pillow, like a tiny little pillow like this big, and that's about it. Whether or not I remember how to do it, I probably don't, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think I remember how to do it. But I might just look up YouTube tutorials. That's what's nice about YouTube, right? Is you can look up on how to do these things. Or find a website or something, take a class, whatever. Because my dad knows how to sew, and I was going to have him make the outfit for me. That never happened. Yeah, because the minute I showed him like the tutorial of how to make the cosplay, he was like, but she has all this and this and this and this. And I was like, okay, never mind. I won't ask again. Anyways, I'm going to go. I've been watching lots of Star Wars. I've already watched the first 2 episodes of Kenobi 3 times. 3 times, man. Maybe I'll talk about Kenobi in the next video. So I'll see you. Bye!